All right, Shalom Israel. First off, call all Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Kadash. Double honors to our apostles, elders of great millstone, rule out through the Spirit. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching, living the word in sincerity and truth. All right, the house of David. All right, that's going to receive those sheer mercies of David. All right, Shalom to select sisters out there that are humble, patiently waiting the deliverance as well. This is Brother Yarala from GMS Dallas, back to with a quick lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. And just kind of going to go through this article. One the elder Yashwama sent out the other day on the chat, and just a testament to how this world is in dire need of rulership. New rulership needs a change of the guard. It needs the will of the Heavenly Father to be enforced completely on the planet Earth. Because these heathens are getting out of control. Chiefly the so-called white man, which is Esau. According to the Bible, it's the self-proclaimed white man, which are the biblical Edomites. According to the scriptures, they're in rulership right now, and while they're in rulership, the earth is in the worst state that it's ever been. Physically, the minds of the people, how the earth is being ran. Everything is being completely destroyed here. The will of the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, is completely being trumped upon. But we're coming into times to where the elect is waking up. The word of the Heavenly Father and the faith of through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is being pushed back on the earth, and we're seeing that vibration going out, man, to where a major change is going to come once the Most High sends His Son back. But right now, just these heathens are completely out of control, man. This article is just a testament to that. This is why you heathens need to be and must be and will be in subjection, man, under the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, so that the earth can be replenished, cleaned up, and the abominable things are going to be cast out. But I want to read this article. Like I said, this is just an example of how disgusting and how crazy and just out of their minds these heathens are, man. All right, this is the Sun. It's like it's an article, the sun.co.uk. Jungle's Sixth Secret: the horrifying story of a prostitute orangutan named Pony who was chained to a bed, shaved daily, and forced to perform sex acts on men twice her size. All right, that title alone lets you know that, man, what the hell is going on? Where are we at? Where are we at? We're in a disgusting, filthy world, man. Ran through the left hand side. So read that again. The horrifying story of a prostitute orangutan named Pony who was chained to a bed, shaved daily, and forced to perform sex acts on men twice her size. So these heathens have an orangutan. They're shaving it daily and forcing it and teaching it to do sex acts on men, man. Teaching this animal to have sex with men. All right. Pony spent 6 years having sex with men twice her size and was forced into wearing makeup and jewelry. So they're dressing this orangutan up like a damn woman, man. To have sex with men. And men are willingly and lining up to perform these acts, man. So they're talking about it, discussing it, thinking about it, making plans, clearing out their schedule to do this, man. And these are heathens. Heathens are planning to do this, man. This is outrageous, man. This world is spiraling out of control. Now the scriptures say these things must happen when you read 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter. So all this wickedness that's being sown, all these abominations that are being perpetuated, these things have to happen according to that chapter. In order for the good to come, in order for the Most High to send His Son back, man. We have to go through these things, but at the same time, it's like, wow, where are we, man? To see these things, it's just a freaky ass world out there, man. That's the only way I can put it. This world is freaky as hell. Any desire that you want to fulfill, any nasty, filthy, lascivious desire that pops into these people's brains, there's an outlet for it, man. There's a way to fulfill that nasty, disgusting, lustful desire, man. And these heathens are going to pay for that, man. The so-called white man, the self-proclaimed white man, is going to pay for that as well, for allowing this on the planet Earth, man. But he was made to be the devil. And this is what you get when Satan is ruling the world, man. You get people allowed to dress up orangutans for men to go pop, man. Chained to a wall and lying on a dirty mattress with a full face of makeup, Pony the orangutan waited for her next client. Wow, so she's a top this orangutan's a top money maker. They're just bringing in clients, man. Men working on the nearby palm oil farm in Borneo would come to the brothel and could pay a couple of quid to have sex with a prostitute or shockingly with her. So she's in a brothel with regular harlots, man. So you have your choice of a harlot, or if you want to get some orangutan box, man. Insane. Knowing what was expected, Pony would gyrate her hips when a punter came to the door before being raped by men twice the size of her, who paid her owner for the experience. So this orangutan has been taught to get ready and to get revved up for men to come have sex with her. Stolen from her mom as a baby, the gentle ape's entire body was shaved every other day, leaving her skin irritated, covered in sores, and prone to mosquito bites, and she was taught how to perform its X-acts. So these owners are teaching how to talk to this orangutan how to do certain lewd things, man. The threat to the existence of orangutans is an issue currently thrust to the forefront. That's all I'm gonna read on that. That's where I can get the point. That's pretty much the point of that. So we're gonna get some scriptures, but this is just outrageous, man. You know, for these heathens are like I said, these heathens are disgusting and freaky as hell, man. Because the Most High is not dealing with them; He's only dealing with the nation of Israel. Okay, so these other heathen nations have been left to the wind, to where they're doing all type of shit. That's why the Lord said, "Learn not the ways of the heathen, man, whether it be their customs or anything, man." Because why? It's completely abominable to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's why we weren't supposed to make any covenants with the heathen. And what happened when we did that? We ended up going off, worshiping the other gods, participating in the acts that they did. Okay, and now we're here in slavery, man. We end up, the Most High stopped dealing with us, and he will put us in slavery under various heathens, man. All right. Let's start off with Leviticus, man. We're going to get the law on having sex with animals. You know. Like I said, that don't make no damn sense, man. You know, you heathens really just need to be in subjection, man. This is why we're going to get this later. We're going to rule you with the rod of iron, man. You know, because we're not going to have any of that in the kingdom of heaven. All that nonsense, all that abomination, the filth, worshiping of the gods, having sex with animals, and all this type of stuff. That's gonna be null and void in the kingdom of heaven, man. Leviticus chapter 18, verse 23. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. So you're not supposed to lie with any beast, man. You know, and that's just one example. Now there's dog porn out there, horse porn. You know what? A lot of Edomite women, especially, man, going out there playing with. The brother sent a video of a woman, and Edomite woman admitted to jacking off her puppy all the time, man, to where her puppy expects that now. You know, unbeknownst to her husband, but she's admitting on camera that she likes to jack off her dog, man. You know, that's why Job 30 says, "I will not have them peradventure sit with my dogs, man." Why? Because that's how they do, man. They have sex with animals. They experiment on animals. You know. It's just completely disgusting, man. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down thereto. It is confusion. It's complete confusion, man. That's the same thing goes for a man. If you lying down by messing with a female animal, man, that is nothing but confusion at the end of the day. But what runs the world? Okay, everyone follows after the ways of Babylon, man. Which that's what the word means, confusion. And where is the spiritual Babylon, the second Babylon, mystery Babylon the Great? It's America, man. And everyone falls into those ways. So now we have a whole bunch of confusion going around where people think that's okay. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these the nations are defiled, which I cast out before you. So all these type of things, this is what got the heathen nations cast out, man. Chiefly those Hamites, okay? But that's what got all the nations put them under subjection. Because these are things that the other nations were doing, man. These other nations are defiled. All right, which is why we're not supposed to make any covenants with them, which is why they're going to be back into slavery, and it's a must that they'll be under slavery and subjection, man. Why? Because they're completely defiled because Yahweh Shema Shai is not dealing with them. Okay, we were given the law, statutes, commandments to be a light and to show them cleanness, to how not to be abominable, how to live your life on the planet Earth, how to take care of the planet Earth, how to govern yourself, how to clean yourself, how to interact with one another. Okay, that was given unto the nation of Israel, and that's it, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. The only nation that the Most High has known, and that the only nation that the Most High is dealing with. Okay, which is why these other heathen nations are running around the way they are. Okay. So that let's get since I mentioned that, let's get Deuteronomy. Let's just get Deuteronomy 18 first. Deuteronomy 18 and 9. When thou art come into the land which Yahweh Bashem Yahushua thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abomination of those nations. So this is when we were delivered out of Egypt, and through Moses, and we were on our quest to the promised land, man. And this is what the Most High was telling us. Okay, we shall not learn to do after the abomination of those nations. Why? Because that's the type of things that they were doing, man. Okay. All type of sacrifices, different disgusting lewd acts, and Jay got caught up in that to why we were put under curses and put into slavery, man. Instead of following after the ways of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, this is a prime example of why the Most High kept telling us to leave the heathens alone. Okay, stop making covenants with them. Okay, even those Hamite nations, we were supposed to wipe them completely out, man. We didn't completely wipe out the Canaanites. Okay, instead of we started intermingling with them, marrying off our sons and daughters, making leagues and pacts, to where we ended up worshiping their gods, man, to where we were under curses instead of having a complete blessing. This is Deuteronomy 4 and 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh Bashem Yahushua my power commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Okay, we were taught laws, statutes, commandments. We were taught ways to govern, okay? And they weren't the ways of the heathen. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes, and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. And that's what we're supposed to be. Okay, we're supposed to be looked at as a wise and understanding people, but we went off. So now we're being hissed at, we're made fun of, we're made a proverb and a byword to the nations, to where the nations are above us, and now the nations are just running rampant, man, destroying the whole earth, man. Chiefly the self-proclaimed white man, you Edomites. Verse 7: For what nation is there so great, who hath the Most High so nigh unto them, as the Lord our power is in all things that we call upon him? Okay, there is no other nation, man, just the nation of Israel that's close to the Heavenly Father, man. That's close to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. He put his name on us. Okay, he put his name on us. So these other heathen nations are close to the Most High. So this is why they're doing what they're doing, man. But surely and soon, okay, all this madness is about to stop, man. The Most High is going to send his Son back to put righteousness back into the earth completely, man. To where we're going to rule, and a lot of all this BS is going to be cut out, man. Revelation chapter 2 verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, showing that you were not saved. As a side note, you have to keep works unto the end. Okay, you have to keep working and pushing. There's a cut to the so-called Christians out there. To him will I give power over the nations. All right, and that's what we're working for, man. We're working to get our power back, man. We're working to come into that full blessing, that glory, to have rulership and dominance, man. To where this type of madness in that written article is not going to exist, man. Okay, we're gonna stomp all that shit out. Excuse my language. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And they need to be ruled with a rod of iron. Why? Because they're not going to have the blessing. And what's the blessing ultimately? It's going to be the law, statutes, commandments written in the heart, man, as a promise. Okay, that's what the New Testament was all about. That's what the adoption was. The shedding of Yahweh Shai's blood, man, as a perfect sacrificial lamb to bring in that second covenant, to where the Most High promised he's gonna completely program us not to go off ever again. But these other nations aren't gonna have that, and they don't have it now. So that's why you have a shit like this, man. And then if you read down that article, it goes on to say that was a key source of their economy, man. As far as bringing in money, man, that damn orangutan, which is insane. Okay. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received my Father. And that's what we're going to have to do, man. Those the heathen nations are going to have to come and worship 3 times a year, as we do. Otherwise, there will be no rain. There will be a famine. They won't be blessed. But also, we're going to have to rule them with a rod of iron, man, to keep shit like this from happening, man. All right? We're going to have to continuously govern, you know. We're going to be okay as a nation, because we're going to be we're never going to go off again, but we're going to still have to keep an eye out on these heathen nations, man. You know, and it's a damn shame that, you know, but hey, it is what it is. That's the story that the Most High has set up, man. You know, the scripture say, "I form light, I create darkness, I create peace, I make peace, I create evil. I, the Lord, how would do all these things, man." So hey, it's just a part of the story of having to witness things like this, you know, having to see things, and it's very vexing, and it's just sad, man, to a righteous man, you know. But when you move with the understanding of it, you know, these things must take place, you know. But, you know, I just wanted to go through that real quick. That article was just another example of how disgusting these heathens are, and how they need to be governed and monitored, man, at the end of the day, you know. And that time is coming to where we're going to put a stop to all this madness. So hey, just keep fighting Akiyam. You know, it's a good deal. So Lord willing, we can just endure and continue to fight. Call halal Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostle and elder, great millstone, rule well through the spirit. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.